Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking time to be here today. I just want to jump on here because I saw it yesterday and I forgot to include it in my report yesterday. Voice isn't 100%, but every day seems to be better. So that's all we can be thankful for, right? Alright, so we're talking about don't keep your money in the banks. Don't do it, right? Alright. Empty vault. Major bank abruptly closes all locations, leaving customers trying to locate their money. This article will be linked down in the description box. A bank has failed, forcing federal regulators to grapple with the fourth federal Deposit Insurance Corporation (FDIC) takeover this year. Sorry, it is very, very humid here. The small Kansas-based Heartland Tri-State Bank failed in late July following three much larger mid-sized bank failures beginning in March. We're seeing this trend. It's happening over and over and over. More banks are shuttering. It's not good. Heartland Tri-State Bank collapsed at the end of July. Heartland is the first bank to fail since First Republic in early May. The Kansas Bank Commissioner closed Heartland and appointed the FDIC as the receiver. The FDIC insures deposits up to $250,000 during a bank failure. Don't bank on it. The FDIC then transferred the deposits to another local bank, Dream First Bank. So this article will be linked down in the description box. I'm telling you, people, keep the bare minimum in there to pay your online bills, your rent, your mortgage, car payments, car insurance, electric, whatever you have to do. Past that, take it out. Keep a little in there, obviously, to keep the account open. You'll sleep better at night knowing that you are your own central bank. You have to take steps to protect what you've worked so hard for. Don't let the system beat you. Don't let the system take your hard-earned money. I will include videos that I took this morning talking about the inflation. Homelessness is up 11% since last month. We know that the people's credit card debt is totaling $1 trillion, never before in history under this administration. We have the most money ever spent in history, the most inflation. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. We're like kicking that can down the road. It's eventually going to have its day. Everything is going to tank sooner than later. Hold on. Just do whatever you can to protect your assets, to protect your money. That's all I'm saying. It's a fourth bank in the matter of a 3 to 4 month span. So look down the road. Don't just look what's right in front of you right now. Look, things are happening. Don't be the one that's caught with your pants down. Don't be the one that wakes up one day and you go to access your money and you can't. All right, these poor people, they couldn't access their money until they get it all figured out. All right, hopefully they did, but don't put yourself in that position. Don't do it. That's all I'm saying. I wanted to share, I don't know if you guys live near a Sprouts. I know they have them in California and they have them in Arizona, but this dairy company, okay, it's called Strauss. My camera will stop going to black screen. It says, right, and it's whole milk and it has cream on top. So the cream is on top. It is absolutely amazing. It's not it's minimally processed. I am trying to getting up the courage to switch to raw milk because raw milk is where it's at as far as nutritional. When you see the word ultra pasteurized, please avoid it if you can. And if you can spend a few extra dollars, I know it's hard to put better quality food into your vessel, your vehicle. This is the only place you have to live. Remember that. This is the only place you have to live. Treat it with kindness, treat it with gentleness, nutrition. I know it's hard. I know people are doing, just scraping to eat and make their bills. Anyway, I'm just going to wrap it up, everyone. Stay safe out there. This article will be
food is illegal in the United States. In the majority of the U.S., raw milk and raw dairy cannot be sold to consumers in grocery stores. This is an incredibly healing food, and so much scientific literature supports its ability to improve asthma, eczema, allergies, gut flora, and yet this is illegal. When cigarettes, alcohol, marijuana, processed foods full of seed oils and processed sugars, clearly things that are harmful for humans, these are all legal. You can buy them in every state, in every grocery store, but you can't get one of the most healing foods on the planet for humans, raw milk. This is insane, guys. This is ludicrous. And this is something that I want to help bring awareness to and be a part of changing so that you can have access to healing foods like this.
Okay, happening next hour, President Biden is set to celebrate 1 year of his so-called Inflation Reduction Act. Meanwhile, millions of Americans have yet to see any relief from massive spending. Fox Business' Edward Lawrence is live at the White House ahead of the president's remarks. Edward, what do you know?
Yeah, Brian, it'll be about 90 minutes, and President Joe Biden will talk about what he sees as successes in the Inflation Reduction Act, and he put a lot of hope in that bill for the economy. But what's happened in the past year is the cost of that bill has ballooned because of the way it's been implemented. Now, the Penn Wharton budget model says that the original estimate by the White House of $370 billion over 10 years now goes to $1.05 trillion in that same time. Now, he also pushes up the cost of the federal deficit, $1.6 trillion for this fiscal year, to almost $2 trillion next year. Still, we hear the president say that workers' wages have gone up and inflation has come down. Both are true, but Senator Bill Hackett says Bidenomics has also spiked that inflation in the first place.
He's the one that waged war on the American oil and gas industry from the day he hit office. He's the one that's driven inflation to levels that even if inflation were zero for the remainder of his first term, when I hope it will be his last term, but if inflation remains zero, he will still hold the record of the century for the most inflation any president has created in America.
And now new reports are showing that homelessness in the United States has increased 11%, a record since they've been keeping those statistics. We have credit card debt at a record $1 trillion. With credit card delinquencies now, the rate of that is above pre-pandemic levels. Back to you guys.
Edward Lawrence, thank you so much.